Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Ange here, one half of the duo, and today I have a very spicy Orcust list for you guys today. But before we get into this video, I would like to remind you guys all to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and do not forget to turn on those notifications because we have new videos coming every Monday and Wednesday. Now, before we really dive into deck profile, I'd like to tell you guys that I am a huge Orcust fan, and I have been really trying to make the best list ever since the banning of harp horror, which has happened a very long time ago. So to begin, we have the triple Gearsu, the Orcust Mech Knight. This is possibly one of the best starters in the deck, if not the best starter in the deck. This card is so beautiful. Look at that shine. This card sends any Orcust monster or World Legacy card from your deck to the graveyard and also develops 2 tokens to go into a free Galatea. Now this card is so beautiful and a necessary 3 of. And then we have Orcust monsters being 1 Brass Bombard. This card is really great. Creates Orcust extensions. Also, we do run the double symbol skeleton. Obviously, this card brings Orcust monsters back from the graveyard onto the field, so 2 is definitely needed. And then we play the double Nightmare. Now, why am I not playing 3? Because 3 is a brick. I don't want to really draw into this card at all, and if I do draw into it, I would rather not see 2. I'd only want to see 1, so definitely that's what normally what happens anyway, so I play it as a 2 of, and I'm actually really enjoying that ratio. And then for the last Orcust monster, we play the 1 World Wand. Now, why aren't we playing the Gizmek? Because we have other plays to do, and Gizmek really doesn't do a lot for us because we are playing the Rokket package. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are joining the Dragon Link train of the free extenders all day. Here we have 3 Rokket Tracer, gets us a free monster on board to make Galatea and make a ton of other great cards that we will definitely be getting into later on the deck profile. Tracer is so amazing and so busted. Just making the free Striker Dragon to get another free summon is bonkers. So you gotta play that. Along with our Rokket package, we have the 1 Abzorator, the 1 Rokket Synchron, and the 1 Recharger. Now, this is pretty much all you need to do. I was actually going to run the Magna Rokket, but I just didn't need the other name, to be honest, because Recharger, Synchron, and Abzorator just basically do it all for me, and I don't need to make this deck any more larger than it is. I'm trying to keep it down to like around a 41-42 card ratio. Eventually, I will slim it down to 40, but right now, this is what I am rocking with, and it's been doing me a lot of good. And then furthermore, we play the baby dragons. Sadly, they're limited at 1, but for good reason. So we play a 1 black, 1 white dragon because we are playing Chaos Space to get a free extender and a free draw. And searching them out is so nice. Definitely play 1 of each because it basically is mandatory at this point. And then for our hand traps, we are running the triple Nibiru because Nibiru in this deck are really good, getting a free monster on board, as well as the Nightmare Lock. And then we play the triple Ash Blossom, just super generic hand trap. This card is okay this format. I think it's still really good to play because it is so generic and it stops a lot of things like from, especially with Dino, that we definitely don't like that matchup at all. So this kind of stops like their Miscellaneousaurus and also their double evolution pill. And then for the final hand trap, we play the best hand trap in the format. We play the Gamma package of the 3 Gamma and the 1 Driver. Even if I have to discard the Driver, it's still great because my Gamma is still alive in that aspect because you just get it back from the grave anyways. So I think this hand trap is still very much needed and it is always proving me good. On to the spells now. We have the triple quick launch. Now, this card is a non-once per turn extender. Excuse the comment, I will be getting a secret very shortly. So this is a non-once per turn extender of getting any Rokket monster from your deck. It's so busted. So if they ask shit, you're like, okay, I have another one anyways. And I'm still going to go full combo. Next, we have the triple Chaos Space. Now, this card is still super busted. And it's actually making me want to try out playing Chaos Dragon Levianeer, so that way I could get the non-targeting pops and also the hand loop. So I'm actually thinking about playing it, but for right now, the babies are doing just fine. And also, getting the draw effect off Chaos Space is absurd. So I definitely love playing that. Next card we play as in a great extender is the 2 World Legacy Guard Dragon. A lot of people are playing this as a 1 of or 3 of. I think 2 was just the right number. You have to remember that even though we are playing Dragon Link cards, this is not a Dragon Link deck. It is an Orcust deck at the bottom line. So double of this is perfectly fine, and also it creates a double extender actually, because one, it revives back a dragon, and also you can move it to a zone like where a Galatea points to, so that way it is protected while you have the crescendo on board. And then for our field spell 1-ups, we have the 1 Boot Sector Launch, the 1 Dragon Ravine, and then obviously we have the Orchestrated Babble. All these field spells are very necessary to get your combos rolling. I do know it is a lot of field spells to be playing, honestly. And if you really wanted to, you could even cut the Ravine and the Observator, because sometimes they're necessary, sometimes they're really not. It all depends on what your combo is and how you want to go about doing it. But I think Ravine is really great, especially for a discard. If you have like an Orcust monster you don't even want in your hand at the moment, I think it's very great. And then Babble, obviously making your Orcust monsters quick effects is busted. For the other 1-ups, we have the 1 Called by the Grave. We are still playing Orcust. We still lose our hand traps. And then we have the 1 Foolish Burial as an extender for both our Dragon Link plays and our Orcust plays in general. You definitely got to play them both, I think. And then for our 1 trap, we want the 1 Crescendo. Still a phenomenal counter trap card, negate and banish, so it cannot beat that at all. So that does it for our main deck. Let's go on to the extra deck finally. For our Orcust monsters, we play the double Galatea. This card is still mandatory to play as a 2 of. And then to round out the Orcust monsters in the extra deck, we have the 1 Ding Girsu. Now Ding is just a recurring boss monster that the opponent always has to deal with on every single turn, getting disrupted with the Symbol Skeletons play from the graveyard, or if we have it on our turn, just make it straight up from the extra deck and we send something for free. And then for the other generic links, we have the 1 Link Karibo. You use that for your Girsu. And then we have Link 2, so we have the Barricade Board Blocker, and then paired up with the IP Masquerena. Furthermore, we have the Masquerena Target, which is the Nightmare Unicorn. And then for our Rocket monsters, our Rocket Links, we play 2 Striker Dragon. People are playing 1 Striker Dragon. I think it's optimal to play 2 because sometimes we just want to get rid of another Tracer or another Rocket that we have on the field, and then we could just recur it back with another graveyard effect or another extender we have. Continuing on with our other Link 2s, we have the 1 Romulus and then the 1 Heavenly Spheres. This gets our Dragon Ravine play going, and then the Spheres plays around Nibiru, because then if they nib us while we have Spheres on the field, then we can get another free extender, which is very, very nice. And it's actually kind of wanting me to play Brotar in this deck, but I gotta find the room for it, to be honest with you. But I think these 2 right now are very, very nice to have. And then for our final Link monster, we play the 1 Boral Sword. So that does it for the Links. And then we have the Synchros. We have the 1 Savage, the 1 Chaos Ruler, and then the 1 hot Red Dragon Archfiend. Now this is a trinity, folks. We have the Boral Savage to create negations on our opponent's side of the field. And then we have the Chaos Ruler that really pumps up this deck and really makes it really, really good, because once we do it, we can excavate top 5 cards from our deck, add 1 light or dark monster, and then send the rest to the graveyard. And there you go, folks. That's how you get all your Orcust monsters in the graveyard for free. It's amazing. Not only that, you could bring it back with its own effect, and then with Rocket Synchron that you have, you just make the hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss for another free negation. Now that does it for our extra deck. Let's go into our side deck and wrap things up here. For our side deck, we have the triple Artifact Lancia. Now, I'm not main decking this. I am definitely siding it because we could play through a lot of different combo decks, and plus we have strong high impact hand traps such as Gamma and Nibiru to play around our opponent. So the Lancia in the side is perfectly fine. It shuts off those Eldritch matches, Dragon Link, shuts off the Bird Up, and shuts off Virtual World, and also shuts off like your invoked players as well. The same thing here, Droll and Lockbird in the side. This is just for the meta call. We don't really need a main deck it at all in this deck, so having it on our side is still really good because Dragon Link and other high tier combo decks are our hardest matchup in general. So definitely, I would say that is pretty good. Next, we have the triple Forbidden Droplet. Now, I'm not main decking this either because I just don't have the room for it, but side decking it is definitely 100% mandatory, I feel. It gets things out of our hand and also negating a bunch of cards like Dragoon on our opponent's side of the field. And then we have the triple Lightning Storm. Now, Lightning Storm is very good this format, and also shutting off those back row or those monster heavy boards for free is something that we really need to take advantage of. And then to round off our side deck, we have the triple Dark Ruler No More, just extra board wiping negation, because sometimes we can't deal with 3 high impact monster negations. So Dark Ruler says no more. That's literally all of that. So that does it for the deck profile, guys. I really enjoy playing this deck. It's so much fun to play Orcust again at a competitive level, and it's great that we have extenders like the Rokket Engine and the Dragon Link cards to give us extra monsters on board to make those cards live once again. Now, I'd like to thank you guys for watching the video. It truly means a lot to us over here at Delinquent Duo. If you guys like the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys with more content in the future. Peace out, guys.